Hi everyone, it's Derek from the Are You Ready podcast here, and this is my reaction to the 2-0 victory against Celtic today at home in the Premiership. What a performance. That was as close to perfection as you could ask for. Absolutely ruthless from the players today. That's really the only way to describe it. We never gave Celtic an inch. A testament to that is the fact that Fotheringham never had literally nothing to do until the 80th minute, and he only had one shot on target in the 83rd minute to deal with. And in fairness, it was an amazing save. Poor shot, but amazing save. But we were outstanding today, and quite rightly we're taking the plaudits for this. I know I said this in the victory in December against Celtic, but this is a tide change now. Certainly you could see it from the attitudes of Celtic and their management team from minute one today. They just were not at the races. They didn't look confident at all, and we are just playing out our skin at the moment, and it's fine margins. That's the gap down to 6 points now, and it just goes to show, a couple of results and we had maybe switched on for the full 90 minutes and never switched off for the last couple of a few games, and it's a completely different story you're looking at this season. But we can only deal with that in the past now, and we've got to look forward, and certainly the way we've been playing over the past 6-7 games has been absolutely outstanding. This is the Rangers team we want to see play, and certainly is looking exceptional for the future. We have got a confidence about us now, and arguably the season's coming to an end at the wrong time. But anyway, into this game. Just a brilliant first half altogether. We dominated the play, forcing Celtic back all the time into making mistakes. Celtic were crowded out when they tried to get forward, and we were hunting in packs. And again, it's a testament to how well our defence has been doing, and even our midfield was stopping things getting through to the defence. And again, the fact that Fotheringham never had anything to do until the 80th minute. As I said, it just goes to show how well we were playing. Celtic fans already, I've seen on Twitter and Celtic-minded pundits already saying, Celtic never turned up. Yeah, that's because of how well Rangers were playing. There's a clear difference between when a team doesn't play and doesn't turn up to when a team dominates and forces you not to be able to play, and that's what Rangers done again today. We've done this against Celtic in the certainly in the large parts of and most of the second half in the last Old Firm game. Certainly the whole of the game in December, we done that. We forced Celtic into that position. So I'm not taking any of this shit from Celtic fans that we just never turned up. We forced you into that position today, and you've seen it right from minute one where we were on every single ball. Celtic were quite weird in the respect that they were allowing us to come forward, and then they were trying to defend in their 18-yard box. They would only press when we were in our own half, which was, I felt, quite strange. Certainly that was how they played in the first half, but we were relentless the whole game, and as I said, absolutely ruthless. We were going into challenges full pelt, and there was some great challenges, especially from Flanagan today as well. Katic was outstanding all game, and especially in the first half. Really, our passing was really crisp and very, very quick, and the forward play had been absolutely outstanding at times. We're seeing a lot more of that one-touch passing, very, tightly controlled passing as well. It wasn't just a case of we're hitting it up. There was some very tight passing in dangerous areas. We were just outplaying Celtic all the time. We got the goal very, very early on. Basically, it all really started from Kent in the first minute, where he robbed the ball off Lustig on the left hand side. He drove the ball forward, and he was fouled about 20 yards from the goal on the left hand side. Up steps Tavernier. Now Celtic, I think, only put 2 men in the wall. Everybody felt it was going to be a cross in, and it kind of was. I'm not too sure. It seemed to be more of a cross with the whole added danger of, well, if nobody gets to it, it would go in, and that's exactly what happens. It kind of went to the far post. Bain, the Celtic keeper, was absolutely stranded. He had a dive at the last minute. Everybody in the defence and even the attack missed it, and I think it never even bounced until just over the line. It was an outstanding free kick. One of these things that you have to be very switched on to defend, otherwise it's going to be a direct goal, or it's going to be a goal from a header or a tap-in. So brilliant goal there from Tavernier. And that's, as I said, that's how the first half played. The only maybe criticism you've got to say about that is we never put the Celtic keeper under too much pressure. There was a few chances. We certainly got the ball on target a few times, but largely fairly easy saves. Defoe had a chance right at the end of the half as well, but and just before half time, Lustig, for the second Old Firm game in a row, walked off injured. maybe it's too much for him. I don't know. Maybe he really was injured, but obviously clearly too much from my point of view. Into the second half, it was largely more of the same. Celtic had maybe a wee bit more of possession. They were coming forward a wee bit more, but we dealt with it, pretty well. And again, they never had any shots on target till the 83rd minute. So it goes to show what we were doing was working. 50th minute, a wee bit of controversy because the corner was waiting to be taken by Celtic, and Flanagan and Brown appeared to clash off the ball with Brown going down. To me, I think Flanagan was very, very lucky in this respect. I think if he had his arm was any higher, then he could have seen red for this off the ball incident, which is the reason why it wasn't a penalty. But he did appear to flail his arm out. He knew exactly where Brown was, and it did kind of contact him again. Potentially, it was potentially on the upper chest. So I think he's potentially a very lucky boy there. I know Celtic fans are going to be all over this, but Brown gets away with murder every single game, so don't tell me you have never had a bit of fortune in any of your games, because he gets away with murder every single time, so I'll take that. We kept on playing. There was no substitutions. We dropped off maybe a slightly wee bit, but then, again, no danger. And then we got the second goal on the 63rd minute, an absolutely beautiful goal, and Kamara was the architect for this one. There was a throw in the middle of the pitch, comes to Kamara, a lovely drop of the shoulder and turns Brown, took the ball forward, passes into the middle of the box, Defoe dummies it and it went through his legs, comes to Arfield who touches it, round the keeper and shoots into the back of net. Outstanding all-round goal. And Glenn Kamara was bossing this game today, and none more so in that move there. And, quite rightly, as RTV and the sponsors man of the match gave Arfield the man of the match, can't really disagree with that at all. He was outstanding all game, getting in amongst everything, and generally all round brilliant play. Everybody to a man was outstanding today. I can't really fault anyone. Maybe Kent had chosen a couple of wrong options on occasion, however he was still getting in amongst things. He was getting the ball forward, driving it forward, and he was the architect of a few moves as well, so good to see. As I said, Celtic never got their only shot on target until the 83rd minute, where it was a great save from Fodingham. Celtic had a long ball knocked to the left. Katic comes across, loses out. The ball was cut back by the Celtic player into the centre of the box. He had more or less an empty net. I think it was Oliver Burke had a chance. Had more or less an empty net. He hit it right down the middle, and Fodingham managed to scramble across scramble from the left into the centre and parry the ball away. A really poor finish, but it was an outstanding save by Fodingham anyway. Had it been over the right hand side of the goal, it would have been a goal, I think, but Fodingham was brilliant nonetheless. So that's how the game finished. Outstanding play altogether. That's the gap down to 6 points now, and it's a season of massive improvements. We have played some great football throughout the season. Obviously, we've got the next game to go against Kilmarnock, but I think overall, so far, it's frustration of what could have been this season, because there's been some results where, a couple of last-minute goals we've got against us, and you're looking at a different league table, but we can only look back in the past now and, go forward, as it were. So, Dave and I won't be back this week. We'll be back after the last game of the season for the Kilmarnock game, round out this game and the next game, and then we're going to try and get an end of season podcast out as well, reviewing the full season. So as ever, if you want to check out all our stuff, you can go to our website, which is ireadypodcast.wordpress.com, and that's got all our website links and classic matches and all our podcast links as well. So thanks for listening, and goodbye.